Okay, lads, how are we doing? Welcome back. It has been so long. I am actually disgusted with myself with how long it has been since we have been on Lakeside. It's been months. But welcome back to another episode of Constructing Lakeside. This is episode 5, and there has definitely been quite a bit of changes with Lakeside since we last seen it, I believe like 4 months ago, maybe even 5 months ago. I don't even know when the last Lakeside episode was. Before we get started, I do want to say my friend Eno has been absolutely going crazy with me being totally absent from the project. So shout out to my friend Eno, man. He's been going crazy. Basically, this guy has constructed a whole new apartment complex, which he is still working on, obviously, as you can see. But he's also started work on a train/metro station. This thing is going to be insane, guys. You can see it there, and it looks honestly sick. So that's going to be a very cool addition. Now, this is your first time actually seeing one of my episodes. Basically, we are going to focus on hyper-realistic builds, and we are going to be replicating at least one structure from real life in this video. And I'm talking, it is going to be replicated, okay? It's going to have all of the details. I am very picky with the details, so it is going to be very hyper realistic. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to go over to Google Earth and see what we have. Okay, so here we are on Google Earth. We are in the area that we are currently building. Now, this building here, we got done in, I believe, the last episode of Lakeside, the one that you guys pretty much just seen some cinematic shots of. So this one is already thrown up, and we are actually going to be building the one directly across the street, this one here. Now, this one is not going to be 100% replicated. We're gonna throw our own twist on it. So we're gonna see what we can do and, you know, kind of get things, oh, Cuban Cafe. Okay, we are going to be adding the Cuban Cafe. Like these stores are going to stay the same, but the building shape is going to be completely different. Now, right next door to that building, we have a McAllister's Deli. This building should be fairly simple. It's kind of got the same architecture going on, some basic colors, nothing too crazy here. There's just an empty store on the left of it. But the real boss fight, ladies and gentlemen, the real boss fight is going to be the Chewies right next door. This thing looks insane. Like this thing looks mad. So we're not doing that in this video because I'm just kind of too intimidated to do this right now. So we are going to save this one for episode 6. Now, across the street from this highway here, we have a neighborhood. This is called Southbridge here. So we are actually about to start dabbling into some residential, which I'm very excited about. You know, I need some roads, man. I need some roads, dude. You know, I want to do this neighborhood, bro. Get the roads up for me, please. I'm begging you. So the next building that we are going to be building in this episode is going to be a BurgerFi, this building here. Now, this building is actually going to be 100% replicated. So we are going to try to touch every single detail on this building. So we are going to hopefully get it accurate. I mean, we're even gonna add the umbrellas and the tables and stuff like that. So, and there's a T-Mobile here too. Now, if I don't build this building insanely too large, we're gonna try to add the second building right next door, which I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna be able to, but we are going to try. Worst case scenario, we just don't add it, and we just do some fancy vegetation in front of the T-Mobile. Now, it looks like we have some ground shots here from other people, from some civilians here, some Lakeside citizens. Oh, this is right in front of the building that we were just looking at on the same road. Okay, this doesn't help us too much. This doesn't help us too much. Let's check the other ones out. I wonder if this is like more in front of the BurgerFi. Oh, this is actually in front of the T-Mobile. Okay, this is kind of helpful. This is actually a pretty helpful shot because I can't really see it from street view with all these bushes and tree things. I'm not really sure what I'm looking at, to be honest. And we're on top of someone's head again. Now, it looks like we have one more dot. Where are we? What is this? What am I looking at? There's just random showers? There's a bathroom here. Okay. Wow, they need to clean this toilet out, man. This thing looks terrible. That needs some maintenance done ASAP. And there's a pool? Okay. This is like in the T-Mobile. This is definitely not placed correctly. I'm so confused. I have a lot of questions here. I will never get answers to these. Okay, so we checked out both buildings. We have mainly the second one is what we really needed the references for from Google Earth, because like I said, the first building is going to be kind of my own spin on it. So we're not going to be replicating it too much. There's going to be parts that are replicated. So let's go ahead and start throwing up the first building right across the street from the Smoothie King. Okay, so we're sort of wrapping this building up. It's actually going a lot smoother than I expected. We're gonna go ahead and do some of the front detailing here, add some citizens down, and then also do some of the vegetation as well as the like the lights, I guess. I would say street lights, but these aren't street lights. I guess just the lights in general on the sidewalk, as you guys can see there. But after we do this, we are going to pretty much just focus on the back and then some extra detailing. And this building's pretty much done. It's pretty much done. We're going to add some vehicles in the area around this as well, including the back parking lot to just kind of fill it in. We also have to do the HVAC on top of the building as well, but it's coming together great. It's coming together great. It's looking pretty realistic. Just wait until we get to the final product. Now, I do want to say really fast, the back of this building is actually going to be identical to the real building in real life. The only thing that's really different is the front of the building. Okay, so jumping over to Google Earth, we're going to take a peek at the back of this building. Now, as you guys can see, we have this center section here that has actually 3 doors, but obviously we're only going to do 2 doors since there's only 2 businesses on my building. Got this green thing here, so we will be adding that as well. The back is going to look pretty identical to this. Let's go ahead and go down to Street View and see what we got. Oh, it's nighttime. Interesting. This kind of looks like a vibe, I'm not gonna lie. This looks kind of like a vibe. We can't really see the back too much. Oh, we're going into a restaurant. Okay, what is... Oh, maybe we don't want to go in there quite yet. We'll check that out here soon, but that's not our focus right now. So, looking more at the back of this building, we have several doors back here. I think in total we're going to have probably like 5 doors maybe? This looks pretty simple to do, so we should be able to knock this out no problem at all. So I decided to go into the actual restaurant that we were looking at earlier, and this place looks kind of rad. I'm not gonna lie, this looks pretty cool in here. I just love the design. I don't know, it's very nice in here. We have a bunch of neon lights, sushi sake. I'm not a big sushi guy, to be honest. I do have a plan to potentially drive down here eventually and, you know, come visit this area to get real footage and better references than what Google Earth can provide us with, because you guys know that's just kind of what we do around here. But who knows, maybe I should stop in here and like see if they have something other than sushi and like actually eat here someday. That'd be kind of cool. But yeah, this building looks pretty nice, honestly. I really do like the inside of this. If I was to do the inside of, you know, a restaurant, this would definitely be the one to do. All right, lads, so we finally wrapped this building up. It actually came out a lot better than I expected. The details are looking very, very nice. Now, the back of this building is exactly replicated to the real thing, so it actually turned out pretty good. I was kind of surprised that I was able to replicate the back, considering the front is totally different, but it came out looking pretty solid. So now we are going to move on to the second building that we are going to build in this area, which is another restaurant tied to yet another phone service building, which is actually T-Mobile. This one's AT&T, so... Okay, so moving on to the next building, this is actually a BurgerFi. Now, this building is going to be 100% replicated. There is a lot of detail in this building. We are going to do the umbrellas, like where the seating is, kind of here in the front. And then we have kind of like this weird, like, awning thing here. We're going to add that in. We're going to try to literally touch everything on this build and get it as accurate as possible. Now, when this thing is actually finished, we are going to do a side-by-side comparison of the real structure with the Minecraft structure, and it's going to be like uncanny. It's going to look exactly like this. Just wait and see, but this shouldn't take me too long to build. We should kind of speed through this. This doesn't look too intimidating like the Chewies across the street. That thing is going to be insane. This one looks pretty easy to do, so I have full faith that we can get this replicated. So it turns out I was actually correct near the beginning of the video. We are not going to be able to build the building right next door to this one. So what we are going to do instead is build kind of a little lavish vegetation area. And I say lavish because it's gonna look fancy, okay? It's gonna look really fancy. So we have kind of this like middle thing here with basically we're gonna fill it up with like bushes and trees. And then we have some benches that are going to line that, of course, on the sidewalk here. So that way, you know, people can have some seating in case, I don't know, they're waiting for a new line activation at T-Mobile. But after we get this section done, the build is pretty much wrapped off and done. And then we have almost this entire road here going into this like shopping center. It's gonna be done. Obviously, we have to do the Chewies across the street. We still got to do the deli, but we will save that for another episode because the Chewies, like I said, that thing is going to be a boss fight. It's going to be insane. The detail on that is pretty out of this world, so I'm not too sure how I'm going to make it work, but I have faith that I will eventually. Okay, so the BurgerFi is done. This thing looks amazing. I think this is probably my favorite of the two builds. This thing looks identical. This literally looks spot on. Like, you can hardly tell a difference. It has everything that the real life structure actually has. So basically, as you guys know, like the entire goal of this series is to build such a realistic town with such realistic builds that it actually confuses people upon first glance. And I think we are definitely accomplishing that with the more builds that we add to the town. Lakeside is growing at a very rapid rate. I did take a pretty long break from Lakeside, to be fair, but don't worry, it's coming back, and we have a bunch to do, and we have a lot planned. So definitely stay tuned for those because they are going to be insane.